Hi, welcome to this tutorial. This is Teacher Raya from Elimu Hubs Maths. We're going to do question 4a from NECTA 2015 Form 4 Math paper. The question is about vectors. So we're going to add vectors for part I, and then for part II, we're going to find a unit vector. So let's start. Okay, so question 4a says, given vectors a equals to 3i plus 2j, b equals to 8i minus 3j, and c is equal to 2i plus 4j, find first the vector d, which is equal to 3 of a, take away vector b plus half of vector c. So let's start with I then. So we're told vector d is given as 3 of vector a. So vector a is 3i plus 2j, and then take away b. So b is 8i, take away 3j, and then we're going to add half of vector c, which is 2i plus 4j. Okay, so now we're just going to multiply this out and collect all the i's and j's together. Okay, so this is going to give you 3 times 3i, that's going to give you 9i, plus 3 times 2, that's going to give you 6j. Take away 8i, negative and negative, that will give you positive, so that's going to be positive 3j, and then plus half of 2, which is just going to be I, and then plus half of 4, that's going to give you 2j. Now we're just going to collect the i's together and j's together, so 9i, take away 8i, this will give you 1i, plus one more I will give you 2 i's, and then now j's, 6j's plus 3, that's going to give you 9j, plus 2, that's going to give you 11j. So vector d then is given as 2i plus 11j. Okay, and now for II then, we're asked to find the unit vector in the direction of d. So how do we find that? Well, first of all, a unit vector is denoted as this, and is given as vector d divide by the magnitude of vector d. So we need to find the magnitude of vector d. So the magnitude of vector d then is given as the square root of the sum of its the square of its components. So that's going to be 2 squared as a component of vector d plus 11 squared. So this is going to give you square root of 125. If you split this, you get 5 times 25, and if you go further, you will get 5 root 5. So this is the magnitude of vector d. Now we can go ahead and find a unit vector in the direction of d. Okay, so we now know it's given a vector d. What's vector d? Is 2i plus 11j. So 2i plus 11j, everything divided by the magnitude of vector d, which is now we know is 5 root 5. Now you could leave it as it is, but we don't normally leave the radical, or you might call it surd, because it is as the denominator. So we need to rationalize it. This means we need to multiply by root 5 here, and then we need to balance it by multiplying that numerator with root 5. So this will give you 2 root 5i plus 11 root 5j, and everything over 5. Now root 5 times the root 5 is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. You could leave it like this, but you could also leave it as in this form. So you could write 2 root 5i over 25 plus 11 root 5j over 25. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you again. Bye for now.